This is a season, not just an album. 1632, professed by Spitter D. On the screen, you gotta understand the web links and the spellings. I'm not giving you the academic award winnings. Anomalies. I got more problems and people get cold when you sit in the shade instead of the sunlight directed to magnify your enhancement. I got more degrees to chapters end with and people get kicked out of their section. I got more degrees in pain than you got a cleaner toilet. I got more degrees of surviving them than you even had a bullet to count on, to send and receive on. Which message did I send to remind myself that I'm not narrative? Oops, I spelled my arrogance to be characteristic unrolled, but yet it's scrolled, unfolded, and blown more times than the Henny and Hydro gets drunk and smoke. Let's all fall down and get back up and fall and roll again and roll in these fog. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. And this pride has got over the mind. Should you memorize your freestyle line? Does it keep you in? Each decision is divided, already too divine. Should you be thought of as creative or loosened? Screws unloosened in the mind. What comes out as creative doesn't always land as creation, but there's forms of pieces where you can be marked for and do an embrace of other things. That's quite different, but different reality as it seems to bend and swirl and mix in between our eyes and forensically proven already. What a surprise. What is that? Something we can't walk out of in life. Name one part of that where we don't already walk on the dangerous side. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade. I'ma spit so much violence, you swear I was still the student. And do you know the disturbance between disturbed and what is teached and what is written, what is scripted and what is the flag and the fragment, what is the cipher and what is put in the cipher, what is the rifle, what is the gun, what is the sniper, what is the faith given out over the Bible? Can you keep it up when you're not holding it on the title? When you're out here in the wild, I guess life is frisky in style and creative and mild, but always hot and fried, and what a lovely sky style. I'm brave-hearted, but nowhere's near as close to what you are, so don't consider yourself something that's better and than what you call your, even when you're driving in your car. You can shine more brighter than the loud noises around our surroundings. What a call. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade, never been afraid to say anything to anyone about anything. Renegade.